Hey guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful Friday morning and I just finished with my interview. So this is with the first company. So I interviewed with them on Wednesday. Then they asked me back today to meet the rest of the people that work in this office. There's another office in Houston, which is the big office, headquarters, whatever. So I had already met with one of them, so there were 5 more. So I got there at about 9:15 for my 9:30 interview, and I just got out of there just a little after 11:30. So yeah, it was 2 hours long. So each of them was, almost a half an hour each, and yeah, it was very interesting. Some of them we just laughed and talked. Others of them, ran down my whole resume. Now I'm driving home, but let me make this turn because he turned in my lane. How dare he? Anyway,
continue straight to stay on
yes,
Greenville
ma'am, I
Avenue.
shall. Anyway, it all seemed to go really well, and they all kept saying
Continue on
everything
Greenville
like
Avenue
in
for 2 miles.
the present tense. Like, what I mean is like, well, now that you're here, I'll give you some extra work, or now, with you starting here. So it was like it was a done deal, which is weird because I haven't been offered anything yet. But anyway, so next, but I think it went great. I think I meshed with everybody, and they all seemed awesome and like fun to work with. So yeah, and then the one lady even said, I prettied up your office for you. So my office. But next step in this whole thing is to go down to Houston on Monday. I'm spending the whole day there. I guess I'm meeting with the founders. There's 2 founders in the company, and then other people. So, yeah, we're going to do that on Monday, and then, hopefully an offer will come after that. And then the second job that I applied for and did the virtual interview, and then I did the in-person interview on, when did I go there? My days are all messed up. Wednesday. They want my last interview to be on Tuesday. So I still have that. And so Monday and Tuesday, yeah, I got stuff going on. So I wear my I wore a different outfit because this was the second interview, but I'm going to wear this again on Monday, unless you guys tell me no. But nobody that I saw today will be in Houston on Monday. So I think I can wear everything over again, and then I can wear it over again on Tuesday because they didn't see it. So I don't think I have to buy anything else right now. And this place that I was just at has casual Fridays, so you can wear jeans or whatever, so that's cool. The other woman in the office who's young, she's a young, seemed young to me. I'm really bad at ages, but she was wearing just a fabulous outfit that I could never pull off, but she had on these brown leather pants and a white blouse on, just very fashionable. So yeah, she looked really nice. But yeah, everybody looked nice, but she looked really nice. And then yeah, so it went great. It was weird because another job of mine previous that I really loved, I worked there 6 years, I thought I would stay forever, but they signed a contract and we had to go. But the gentleman that works at this new company actually
In a quarter mile, turn right
worked
onto Forest Lane.
for my old company and was responsible for getting us the account that I worked on. Weird. And then he's like, do you know blanky blank? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was my boss. He was the VP that I worked for. And then he's like, well, he's now at this new place, and we work with him all the time. I'm like, oh my god, tell him I said hi, I miss him, he's
Take
an
the
awesome
next
guy.
right onto Forest Lane.
And then we're talking more, and then he says, do you know so and so? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, he works with me at one of the hospitals. And he's like, yep, he's the guy brought him with, and
Continue on Forest Lane
he's
for
now
3/4
working
of a mile.
for this company we work with too. And I was like, that is such a weird coincidence. And then one of the other guys I interview with, he also worked for my old company. So it's kind of cool. And I know that if they talk to my old boss that now they talk to all the time, that I know he will say really good things about me. So he's a very, very sweet man, and we got along really great, and he liked my work. So yay. It's another little reference I didn't even think to put on there. But yeah, so that's awesome. And they know him, so I'm sure they'll trust his opinion. But yeah, they were all talking like it's a done
In
deal.
a 1/4 mile, slide
You know,
right onto the I-635 East branch.
I haven't gotten any offer yet, so it's just odd. I do not want to take this road. I despise this road, so I'm going to ignore her for the moment. Okay, we're going to turn you down because I'm going to ignore you for a minute. You're taking me on a road I don't want to go on. Okay, so that's that. Yay. I got my new little purse with me I picked up. I got my new boots on. I know I shouldn't be spending money, but those were on a charge card. And you got to dress for the job that you want, and I am. So, okay. But yeah, it's gonna be great. Only bad thing is, leaving Bella, of course. But the drive so far has been about 35 minutes, and I thought that was the restaurant from Chicago, but it spelled almost the same, but it's not quite there. It's Pollo Loco, and I thought from just a quick glance that it said Portillo's, but it doesn't, because I would stop for a hot dog. Anyway, my nose itches. And what's weird is, luckily it didn't happen until the last person I was interviewing with, and I hope she didn't notice anything weird, but ever since I had the glaucoma surgery in this eye, if I get too stressed or, I do something that's too physical, there's too much of a
Slide
strain.
right onto the I-635
No, I'm not
East
going
branch.
there.
Then merge onto
How do I turn you down? Yeah, or if, like I said, I do anything real strenuous or whatever, the eye bleeds, and you can't see anything. I mean, you can't see anything. But what it does for me and my vision is it puts a white cloud in my vision. And when I had that surgery, immediately, like within days to a week, a cataract completely formed on my eye where there was nothing before. I mean, there's something there, it starts to grow at a certain age, but there was nothing in my vision. So, but it grew so bad that I couldn't see out of this eye, and so he had to take me in for the cataract surgery, and he put a long distance lens in this eye. And then when he had to do the glaucoma surgery on this eye, he knew he had to do the cataract one also, so that the same thing didn't happen and just do it in one surgery. So he made this one short vision. So when this one clouds up with the blood in there, the whiteness, it makes life difficult because I can only see close vision in this eye, so I'm losing that long distance. So seeing, facial expressions and stuff from across the table is a little harder. So I hope I did really well with her, but luckily she was the last one, and now I'm driving as careful as I can home and not going on the bad highway. It always has crashes because, I don't have my full vision. It's back a little, but it still has that white cloud. So really annoying, something I despise. Can't wait till I get insurance and can go in and make sure, my meds are still all right, and get the one I'm missing because I can't afford it. And yeah, get back to real life. Fix a couple teeth I got issues with, and one where the cap fell out. Yeah, this is a whole bunch of living in a country where medical, dental, everything is so expensive, and then where insurance is so expensive, it just makes life difficult for so many people, especially people that are retired and are on Social Security and stuff. They have a hard time with all of that. My parents spend a fortune on their medical supplements that you have to get to Medicare that I never knew about. Like, I always thought that was, you retire, now your medical's all free, and that's, no. Just portions of it are. They had to get prescription one and other stuff, so yeah. And don't ever wait till after 65. Apply for your Medicare at 65, because if you go past that, you get penalized, and you have to wait till the next sign-up time. So if you need insurance, my dad did that. He was like, I'm still working. I don't need it. I don't need to take government money while I still have my insurance at work. And so he had a quadruple bypass at 69 years old. So he was still on his medical insurance. So that wasn't an issue. But then my mom was like, you need to stop working now. And so he's like, oh, okay. So he stopped working and, went on Social Security, but he couldn't get on Medicare because he didn't sign up at 65. Loud trucks. So yeah, don't get yourself penalized. Check into that. Check into that when you can. Don't go past 65. My little tidbit for the day. But so anyway, I don't know where I was going with. Because insurance, everything is so much money. Drugs are so much money. I don't know. I told you that story where I spend $300 for a bottle like this. I've showed you that bottle in other videos. Tiny little bottle of eye drops that I desperately need for my eyes, which I'm gonna stop next week. I'm gonna wait all the way till Tuesday, I guess. They closed early today, so I can't get there. But I want to stop and get another sample if they have it, because I can't afford the medications. $300 for a tiny bottle. When I went to France and my eye started bleeding and I had to find a glaucoma doctor really fast, and he prescribed me 5 medications to get me through to the next day when I was going home, and I could, go to my doctor in a couple days. For those 5 medications, it was like $30. Just unbelievable. Same medications I can't get here. I can get here, but I have to pay outrageous amounts of money for it. So it's just a little crazy little thing about our country. Dang, that dude needs a better muffler, doesn't he? But anyway, that's my spiel. So, what else has been going on? I don't even know. I've been going crazy. I did go and get my free birthday cake from, if y'all have Nothing Bunt, B-U-N-D-T, cakes by you, sign up for the birthday club and get a free little, I think they call it a buntlet, so it's a little bunt cake. Their flavors are amazing, their cakes are amazing. I'm going to close this window, it's getting loud. But yeah, go do that, because I got mine. I was going to eat it last night, but I got busy. I have to show you what I got busy with, because I'm trying to fix my temperature. I've done so far, I finished the wreath diamond painting from Outdoor Tide Company. Remember I did the review? Okay, I finished the big wreath. And then I finished so far 8 of the 10 ornaments. So I have 2 more to do so I can show you. And I found a little tree that I forgot I had in my storage shed thing. Storage, whatever. And so I'm going to put that in the guest room so it could be on the videos. And I was going to go buy little ornaments, and I thought, no, I'll just hang my little diamond painting ornaments on there. So I want to get that out for y'all to see, and then I want to take a picture and a short video of those completed products for the company, so they can have that if they show desire. But the ornaments are so pretty, so blingy, and the wreath is gorgeous. So I was very pleased with those products. If you're interested in them, go to OutdoorTide.com and go get them and use my code. I think it's Deb. You have to look in my description box on that video, but I think it was Deb05 off or Deb5 off, something like that. But you get 5% off. Plus they got sales and stuff going on, so you can go do that. And yeah, I want to show you that. My tree's up already. I showed you that video. I have a Temu package, so I'll be doing a Temu haul very soon. I'm sure I'll go to the movies tomorrow. I can tell you all about that on Saturday, so I can tell my parents all about everything that's going on with me. find out if my dad passed his driving. He had to go for a driver's license renewal, and he wasn't sure what he had to get done, like if he had to take the written test or the driving test or anything, because remember he's gonna be 90 on his next birthday. So at 90 they make you come in and do whatever he's got to do, but he had to go in to get it. And here, I don't know if it's like that with you, but here getting an appointment there is like months out. So he finally got the one for today, and if I hadn't had this interview I would have gone with him. But so I'm hoping he did well in that, whatever he had to do. And because if he couldn't drive anymore, that would just ruin his life. And he's still pretty good at it. I mean, he needs to be a little more careful, but he's pretty good. I mean, he probably wouldn't get hurt because he's driving a big old truck, but you don't want him to hurt anybody else. So parking is a challenge for him with that big old truck, but all he's going to do is dent the car on that. So which wouldn't be good, but you know what I mean. He's not going to injure people. So he's still pretty safe. My mom, I don't know how much I trust her driving anymore, but my dad's still pretty good. But yeah, I understand what that'd be like. I would hate that. It'd be like your independence being taken away, and that's gotta suck. So if any of you had that happen to you, I feel sorry. I hope you have other ways of being independent and getting along through life. So that's one of the reasons I moved where I moved, because I thought if that were to happen to me, I didn't think of it that way as age-wise, but I thought of it as, you know, what if something happened to my car and it had to go into the shop for some reason, and maybe I didn't have a rental, you know, whatever situation might happen, that for some reason I was without a car. I don't want to be, you know, stranded. And where I lived before, it was 2 miles to the nearest store. So yeah, fun. Now, like I said, I can walk to Aldi's, I can walk to Kroger, I can walk to restaurants, I can walk to CVS or Walgreens, I can walk wherever I want. So that's, you know, just makes me feel like I have options. Now, of course, I'm working, so I'm not going to be without a car because that would be horrific. But yeah, so even when I retire, if I'm still there, I will keep that level of independence as long as I keep myself healthy enough to walk. So hopefully, yeah, that all goes good. But I think I'm going to let you go for now because I do not know where I am. I'm kind of driving in what I think is the direction to the highway that I want, but I'm kind of not listening to my, oh no, it says I'm on the, oh, okay, it says I'm on the right way. My GPS is still working. Okay, I am going the right direction. I know, I get talky, everything's cool, but yeah, so, and then I realized that I really like my hair this length, and it looks so much healthier when it is colored. So I finally, like, why haven't I done this? I finally put a calendar event in my calendar for every 4 weeks to remind me to get my hair cut and color my hair. So I want to keep it like that. I don't want it to get to the point where I'm like, my hair's not, you know, doing what I want. No, don't get to that point. Keep it how you like it. And I mean, all I have to do is, you know, wash it, blow dry it, and use my little straighten on there just for a little bit of taming in the front, and I'm done. So great for working, you know, just easy, boom, looks good, I believe, and yeah, easy to do. So who doesn't want that, right? And the color, you know, don't let that gray keep coming. It's my mom's fault. She started her first gray hair at 16 years old, so I knew I had nowhere to go but gray. But unfortunately, I didn't get a pretty gray. No, I got a white like hair, and I don't like it. It makes my hair look super thin. It just ages me. It's not that pretty gray. Some people can, you know, definitely pull off and look beautiful. Not I. So I got to keep it this color. Plus, I think the darker, a little bit of darker, just doesn't, you know, wash me out like lighter hair does. So, okay. That's that. But, okay, the kids had a blast at Great Wolf. They put pictures up, and I was so jealous because they were eating these giant, amazing, delicious-looking waffle cones. Because this Great Wolf Lodge, my daughter said they put a Starbucks in it now, because Amelia was like, I want Mommy's coffee, and I was like, what are you doing drinking mommy's coffee? And my daughter's like, no, she likes to go with me down to the little Starbucks from our room. She thinks it's cute. So yeah, so they got that in there. They made it snow in the main lobby, so Amelia was just slowly spinning around with this look of wonder on her face, with her hands out like this, just feeling fake snow, hitting her. She hasn't seen snow, so that was cool. They do story time all the time in the lobby. She had a magic wand, and the magic wand you take around to different places, and I think you touch things and they talk to you or stuff. I don't know how it all works, but she did that. Okay, now I know where I am. So yeah, she had fun with that. They were all wearing matching pajamas, so that was really cute. Yeah, they had a blast. I think they were there 2 or 3 days, so I had to go let the dogs out yesterday and the day before. They've got 2 dogs, and one of them is Ivy, and Ivy is very skittish and doesn't like a lot of people. She was abused. She was a rescue and she was abused. So my daughter thinks something also happened to her with a car, because she said even the first time she took her in a car, Ivy jumped out of the car and they had to go grab her, and so she doesn't like to be in the car. So something had to happen. But anyway, she loves me now, and it was bad because my daughter has one of those codes, like I have on my door. I have a code to get in my front door, and I didn't know it wasn't working. So I'm trying to get in, and I'm like, I'm coming, girls, I'm trying. And they were like clawing at the door and crying. I could hear the whining, and they were crying in there. And I felt so bad. And I thought maybe she hid the keys somewhere. So I was looking all over, and I finally found a place she hid the keys. So thank goodness. And I got in, and they ran to the back door like, oh, please let us out. And so I let them out, and then they just did their zoomies all around the yard, and Ivy just kept coming up to me for her pets. She loves when I pet her and get all her fur off of her. She's a German Shepherd, so she's just fur everywhere. Yeah, so, and then they didn't want to come in because they knew I would leave and they would be alone again. So I found some lunch meat at my daughter's, and I bribed them to get them in the house. So they love me. I give them treats just like I give the Grants. But anyway, so I did that, and I think they're home today because they don't need me to do anything with the dogs today. So I'm sure they're all excited being home, but missing, And my daughter said, they told us we got a balcony room, and I was so excited. And then I went to the room, and it was on the first floor, and so it was just like a patio. Well, at least you have something where they can, but she said it had a view of the woods because it's built in an area where there's just like these woods all around it. So very pretty. And then she realized the drive all the way out there is an hour. And she said, I could be working. She does like bartending and stuff. She's like, I could be working in these really nice hotels here instead of the crappy places I work in the city with the same drive time. She hadn't realized that. Yeah, it was the same drive time because there's not as much traffic going there as there would be going into the city, on a Friday night, Saturday night when she's working, where everybody's going in the city compared to nobody's going as much out that way. But so yeah, there's a Gaylord there, and there's a Great Wolf, so they're across the street from each other. The Gaylord's very, very nice. It's got a river in it, and just like mountains and stuff inside the lobby area. I'm turning this way, okay. And yeah, it's a really pretty hotel. That's where they do the ice show I told you about. Yeah, it's really, really nice. We've been there quite a few times. Courtesy of Girl Scouts. My daughter won, like I said, for selling the most cookies out of the whole entire area years in a row. So she won a trip to Atlanta, Georgia, and she won Great Wolf all the time. She won a trip to San Antonio. That was just the girls and the Girl Scout chaperones. So I didn't go on that one. She took her and her friend. They went to SeaWorld and all that kind of stuff. They had a blast. Yeah, she won a lot of stuff through that. So it was a great time. Not only great for the girls as far as building them up and making them more powerful and strong and self-confident, but you also got a lot of goodies. Plus the cookies, come on, the cookies. What's your favorite? Mine is Thin Mints. Thin Mints by far. And then, depends on the year, because they change them all the time, but I've liked a few of the variations of their lemon cookies. Those were good too. I'm not into the, oh my goodness, what's the name of it? Oh my gosh, I know all the cookies. This is so bad. What? Oh no. Oh, my daughter would be so ashamed. The Thin Mints and what's the other one that competes with it? No, not s'mores. Oh my goodness. Why can't I not remember? Y'all are yelling it at me. I know it. It's the one with the coconut and the chocolate drizzle. Oh my goodness. I'm going to think of it after this video. I know you're yelling it at me, but anyway, they always competed. So it's either that cookie or the Thin Mints that would be number one every year. It would switch back and forth. And it would also depend on the area you were selling them in, on which one sold the most. But dang, why can't I think of that? Are they s'mores? No, they're not s'mores. Oh my gosh, I can think of the name of it. Oh, anyway. But yeah, we got a lot out of. Even I did. I got a week trip down to Houston for their convention, and that was awesome. Put me up at a hotel and everything. Bought all my food. It was great. Learned a lot about Girl Scouts. I saw Sarah Bareilles in concert there. She was actually in concert at the convention with us. So it was really cool. But yeah, I'm excited. Like, it's so weird with these jobs because I'm so used to being at home now. I've been at home for over 5 months now. And it's nice and it's not nice. And I still want to go to work, which is nice, but also not nice. You know, it's like, but what it taught me was I'm going to enjoy my retirement, you know, when I can financially retire. I will enjoy being at home. I will have things that I can go do that don't cost money and just have fun, and I can do more of my resale, and I can do more YouTube, and the wheels are spinning for that. So that reassured me of that. But also getting, you know, to spend time with my dad, all the golfing we did and everything, that's an amazing time, amazing memories that will stay forever, that I would not have had if I had been working all this time. Time with my mom, while, you know, her memory's still there and everything, so that's priceless. Yeah, it's been great spending time with Bella, spending time with you guys. It's been amazing. But we can do this, you know, driving back and forth to work. We can talk. Yeah, it's been great, and I want to go back to work. I want to feel useful. I want to make money. I want to pay off my house. I want to pay off this car. I want to pay down my credit card debts till I'm at a point where whenever I'm ready to retire, that I can afford to. And I just want to feel valuable. I want to be going in every morning and saying hi to everybody and smiling. It was funny because the one guy that I had an interview with, he's like, I hate these things, and I don't care anything about your resume or, you know, where you worked and all this stuff, because the people that interviewed you prior, the only way you got to this point was because all of that stuff was great, and they deemed you a good fit and experienced and all that. He said, well, what I believe is chemistry, and if the chemistry is not there in a small, because there's only, I would be the 7th person in the office. They are growing, and they have hired more people, or are in the process, so it will grow, but it's still, you know, small. So yeah, chemistry means a lot, because if you don't get along with those people, or you're just a real clash, it's going to be not fun in the office. So he said, yeah, and he said, but I went up to the woman who called me in, and he's like, I told her, yeah, she'll work, because even before he sat down and spoke to me, he said, I was just so impressed that I walked in the door and you looked at me, and I was in the conference room, but it's all glass, and she said, you smiled at me, and then when I walked past the open door, you said good morning and hi, and he's like, I was in kind of a grumpy mood. I have to make this phone call I don't want to make, and then that just got me in a different mood, and I thought, yeah, she's going to be a fit. So that was really cool. But yeah, so and And then the other guy, like I said, we just joked and talked the whole time, and it was great. The other guy, we reminisced about the company I used to work for, and so everybody I seem to get along with. Everybody seems pretty cool, laid back, but very professional, very, into their jobs, very into the company, saying it was a great company, all of that. So, and then the woman that called me in, she's all excited because Thursday, I guess, they're flying them all down to Houston. They have a big town hall meeting, I guess, down there, and then they let them go from that early, and then they all get dolled up and they go for a Christmas party at a country club, and do all of that. They put them up in a hotel, fly them there, everybody from all around the states that they work with, so that's exciting. They have an ugly sweater contest at the town hall meeting, so yeah, that sounds exciting. Just that they invest that money still. A lot of companies don't do that. They've let that all go, and I'm sorry, but that, I don't know, for me, it just means that we care about our employees. We want to show them that, at a party for them, and just to make you feel like you're part of a family, part of a team. Yeah, that's something I was so sad to have go. I enjoyed years of that back in the day, and then it all went away, and it was like, whatever, just another day. So I know where I am now. Thank you very much, GPS lady. But there's this thrift store here. I'm gonna hit it up. Now I gotta go down here and make a U-turn after the hunt. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I do it a lot. but yeah, that stuff it's missing nowadays. It's just, the loyalty both ways is gone, and it's just. Well, one of the ladies was talking to me, and she said, we were talking about that, and we were talking about how, everything went remote, and how you miss, the good morning, how's your weekend kind of stuff that you get in an office, the camaraderie part of it. And she said that her son is an adult, but her son would make fun of her all the time of when they would have parties and they would play games, board games and stuff, and just was like, yeah, that's so old-fashioned and geeky, and whatever, we don't want to do that. But the adults were doing it, and everything was, social media and all that stuff. And she said that he came up to her the other day and said, you know what? We started doing the game nights with our friends, and it's really fun. And it's fun to meet people, to meet with people in person and go and do something. And I said, that's so funny, because my son's doing that. He joined a friends group thing, and they have trivia night and board game night, and, they go do all kinds of things together, and he's enjoying that so much. And I said, that's so cool. She's like, yeah, it's finally, it's turning around. And I said, well, that's cool. So I hope that businesses turn around, but I think businesses a lot of them are all about money. And, what does a Christmas party do for them? It's an expenditure. They don't put into the cost of it that, you might create more employee loyalty. You might, make employees think that you value them. It's, there's a lot of reasons for doing it, but they think money, and it just, they don't do it. But I think that's cool. I was even thinking okay, once I get the job, on people's birthdays, if I bring in a little bundt cake or something for them and get everybody to sign a card, old-fashioned stuff. I think that just makes you feel really good on that day. Makes you feel special. And if you can't have that at least on your dang birthday once a year, come on. And if I can do that, that's awesome. So I'm going to bring all my positivity there, and I'm going to grow it, and I'm going to make people positive. No, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I just want to bring some of that to the office and be appreciated for it. And one of the guys said his wife told him that his skin was looking so dry. Why? Aren't you drinking water at work? And he said, there is no water at work. So a little thing like that, making sure the fridge has water in it. Some people would think that's a demeaning chore, but I think of it as making somebody happy. And, yeah, you can never be too big to make somebody happy. So I will take pride in that. And yeah, and that's that. So I'm at the thrift store. You know, you told me go to the thrift store and look for business clothes. I listen. I read the comments. I listen to them, and I take your advice. So I'm going in there. Yeah, just keep me in your thoughts still until one of these 2 jobs is a lockdown for me. So keep me in your thoughts. I probably won't know anything till, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. But yeah. Okay, guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing Friday. I hope I can publish this today. And yeah, come back for more. Okay, guys. Thanks for the thumb up, the like button, the thumbs up button. Thanks for hitting that. Thank you for subscribing so much. If you're new, welcome, welcome. If you're not new, thanks so much for coming back into my saga, my life saga here. And yeah, all the old business. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Love you guys. What an amazing day. I am so thankful for these job opportunities, and yeah, it's just amazing that it's happening like this, like just 2 at once. It's awesome. Actually, there's more. Other people have been contacting me, but I'm like, I can only handle 2 at once. It's because I believe this one is going to be an offer. Why would they fly me down there and everything unless I do something horrific? And I believe the other one might be too. So I don't want to bring even more into this thought process. So I'm going to leave it at that, and love you guys. Bye.